A lot has been made of the opportunities presented by this Foxconn move into Racine County, but it also poses a lot of challenges for the community, for the surrounding area, and challenges, I'm guessing, in some cases that you may not even be aware of. You're not sure what you're facing because you've never come up against this before.
Right. I mean, and what an exciting opportunity, right? I mean, newly elected mayor of Racine, my hometown that I love, and so it's this big economic news that's bigger than anything that we've seen in my lifetime. And, you know, I can tell you, as being an elected official down there for more than a decade, what people have been asking is, you know, when are we getting these middle-class jobs back? That's what we really need to make it. And so, you know, with the announcement of Foxconn, it presents all these opportunities, but all these challenges. So what we've been doing is trying to get smart about what other communities who've had similar experiences have gone through and what's gone well and what the downfalls can be if you don't plan for what might be coming. So that's what we've been looking at and preparing for.
For example, who have you talked to about this?
So, you know, getting to meet Hillary Sheevy, who's the mayor of Reno, briefly, and then looking at what they've done. They had Tesla drop a giant battery factory, you know, $3 billion investment, and then they've since had other tech companies come there. And so, you know, they've had to prepare for a real boom. You know, her first bit of advice is, look, whatever your permitting is for new housing, I promise you it's not fast enough. You need to get quicker and smarter and more robust if you want to recruit the kind of economic development and residential growth that you're going to need to see in the area. So it was big picture things like that, and then it was things like, she said, what's your policy for RV parking in your community? And I looked at her sort of strangely. She's like, we're going to get a lot of construction workers that are going to come to town, and some of them are going to stay in their RVs, so you got to figure that out too. So from the big, you know, macroeconomic development stuff to the very finite, what does it look like? And so we've looked at that. We've been looking at Greenville, South Carolina, which had a similar experience with the BMW plant that came nearby and what they did to really attract business. And then we've also, you know, looked at other communities, North Dakota, that's gone from a boom to a bust, and sort of what happened when they didn't maybe prepare for that. And you don't want to get to a place where you have this economic opportunity, but you're not lifting everybody up to really embrace the economic opportunity that's coming by.
And trying to learn from their mistakes as well. Did you get any insight in that regard?
Well, you have to have a plan is the long and the short of it. I mean, if it just sort of like the whole sort of like, well, we'll just, you know, hope it all works out is not really a plan, right? And so figuring out where you want your residential communities to be, and Foxconn has already made alluded to the experience they've seen with Epic. So there's some people who want to live out in Verona, but there's some people who want to live in downtown Madison because that's where they prefer to be. And so I think there's a similar experience potentially there with the Racine area. Some people might want to live out by the interstate in, you know, new housing, or if you want 10 acres out in the country, you know, we don't have that. But if you want to live in a city and watch the sunrise over Lake Michigan every morning, we have that. And so how do you prepare for that? And how do you have an economic development plan that's really inclusive of folks that are on the ground already? So we have the highest unemployment and have for 26 years in Racine. And so what do we do to make sure that when all these jobs come to the area, we're making sure that our local residents who are here now get a piece of that opportunity so that we're lifting everybody up as this comes along.
Yeah, and it's a point, something I wanted to get into, and that is the economic struggles that Racine has faced. This opportunity for thousands of new jobs sitting right at your doorstep doesn't necessarily translate to those who have been out of work in Racine. How do you make sure that connection happens?
Sure. I mean, so there's not 10,000 unemployed construction workers sitting in the city of Racine just waiting to get hired, right? You have to train those people. You have to get people into that workforce, and they'll be bringing people in. Similarly, we don't have 13,000 industrial engineers and computer coders ready to go work at Foxconn. No doubt they will bring people to the area, and we're excited about that. But we want to make sure that when we're working with our tech college partners and the UW and the county, that we're making sure that we're giving local residents the opportunities that they need to be job ready when Foxconn opens its doors.
And quickly, I want to touch on the timeline. You're talking about housing, and that's for the Foxconn employees, but that may be a couple of years down the road. You also have to be ready for this influx of construction workers when the work begins. How soon does that have to happen? How soon do you have to be ready, and how soon will we see work begin there?
All of it is just like yesterday or now, right? I mean, it's just this amazing opportunity. So we've been, you know, going at it around the clock to figure out, you know, what's our workforce development plan? What's our housing plan? What does economic development look like with Foxconn right next door? for a community like ours, is it mostly going to be residentially focused, or is it commercial and industrial too? It's all those things that you have to figure out.
And you expect to see work beginning?
I expect that we're going to see groundbreak sometime in this year. So, you know, the time is now.
All right. Racine Mayor Corey Mason, thanks very much for your time. We appreciate you being with us today.
Thanks for having me.